In this video, we'll look at the advanced system calibration in SoundCheck. When SoundCheck is first open, we'll click on Setup, Calibration. This view contains the signal path, hardware input channel, and calibrated input device we saw in the basic view. However, it adds an entire section below. Underneath the hardware input channel selection, it pulls data from system hardware and displays it in this gray box. For our calibrated input device, it now displays the sensitivity, units, and gain. Let's say we wanted to add a new signal path for a USB headphone. Under Signal Path, we'll click on Add, type in the new name, then the hardware input channel and calibrated input device will ask us to make a selection. We'll choose Input 1 and Unity Digital In. This fills out the rest of the table with those calibrated input devices and hardware input channel information. If we want to get rid of it, we'll click Delete. We'll switch back now to the reference mic channel. I have a new device I'd like to add now. So my reference mic channel, I want to use an SCM3 with a specific serial number of K1003. So I add that here. If you want to delete it, you click on the delete button and it will delete just that calibrated input device. We have a button here called Copy. So I already have a generic SCM3 mic, so I'm going to copy that. It will prompt me for a new name, and I'll add my specific serial number. Now from this starting point, the sensitivity is carried over from our original device. This is a convenient shortcut when making many similar device types. We have the option here to rename the device. So here I'll add a dash and then hit enter. Nothing has changed in the sensitivity and all of the characteristics of the device stay the same, we're just adjusting the name. Now let's look at this box below the calibrated input device. This is the sensitivity, units, and gain read from the calibrated device DAT. We'll look at the box here called gain. This accounts for any additional gain that's on the input signal path. Here I can manually enter it in. We also have an option for auto read. When used with some specific listen devices, such as an amp connect, it will actually read from the device and choose the gain off of that channel. So here when I select auto read, I can look at either the reference channel, which has 20 dB of gain, or the DUT channel, which has 0 dB. Now if I switch it on the device itself, the gain will update automatically depending on what my amp connect is set to. The sensitivity can be manually adjusted if you know what it is. So for example, if serial number K1003 is 19.4 millivolts per Pascal, I can enter that in here. This will update the last calibration field. This is a convenient way to keep track of when your device was last calibrated to see how a device performs over time. We can change the units by clicking on this path here. In the first drop-down, we have a lot of commonly used units, such as dB/SPL, dB pascals, dBm. Clicking on those will automatically update the reference and the unit. Here in dB/SPL, it's 20 micropascals. But we can just select dB and manually change it to whatever we'd like it to. So 5 units. And if we switch it back to SPL, it'll go back to 20 micropascals.